would you like to get updates on Major League Baseball, National Football League, and even NASCAR racing? How about weather, anytime, anywhere? MapQuest navigational assistance, local TV, CNN, restaurant guides and ratings while you travel. All this fun stuff for just $9.99 a month. Come see us at any Southeastern Cellular location for the best deals ever.
Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller. Welcome to this week's episode of Big Boys Toys. We're still Biloxi, Mississippi, cruising the coast. Really, we're in Gulfport at the Rice Pavilion. A lot of cars showing up. It's Friday morning here in Biloxi. A lot of cars showing up. Cars everywhere. Sit back and relax. We got cars from, this week we got cars from Biloxi. We got them from Texas, Ohio. We got them from everywhere. So sit back, relax. These are cars you've never seen before. Guarantee you're going to like them. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Big Boys Toys. Tonight, your host Barry Miller will bring you the sleekest, trimmest automobiles from around the area that have been beautifully restored. If you love streamlined, full-force race cams, then this show is for you. So sit back, but don't get too relaxed. This is Big Boys Toys.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
Oh, I can feel it. They're out there somewhere. Just have to keep our eyes open.
Think it'll be today?
I don't know. We'll be ready.
Win the ultimate reward, up to $150,000 by using your rewards card only at IP Hotel and Casino. More than you expect.
Next vehicle, Troy Russo, 1970 Charger. Right? Yeah, I got it right. Tell me about your car, Troy.
Well, I've had it since I was 21, so for about 21 years now. I guess half my life. Redid it once, wrecked it, redid it again. So it's been about 10 years since I've had it done last.
A lot of people don't keep them that long. Was it one of the cars that you wanted way back then? You said you ain't getting rid of it?
I just hadn't sold anything since I was 21. I've got every car I've had since I was 21.
You just keep them in, don't you?
I keep them.
What size motor and all's in this?
I'm running a 360 in it. I was doing some road racing with it beforehand. I'm doing a 1972 Duster now, road racing and vintage road racing with it.
Now, where are you from?
I'm right outside of Baton Rouge.
Oh,
Just outside of Baton Rouge.
you ain't far from home.
Came on in this morning.
Come in this morning, that's a pretty good little ride with it.
Right after I put the wife on a plane.
Now, is this what they call the plum purple?
This is plum crazy purple.
Now, when you bought it, you said you bought it, you've had it 21 years, you restored it once. Now, how long did you drive it before you had to restore it?
About 2 years. Drove it for 2 years, and then put it away for a little while. Brought it back out about 5 years later and went through the whole thing.
Now, Chargers, these model Chargers kind of hard to locate. Wonder what happened to all the Chargers in this era, because you hardly ever see them.
Yeah, you don't see too many of them, but I've got a friend of mine that has about 20 of them in his backyard, 68 to 70s.
What's he doing all that?
Young guy, 29 years old or so, tons of them. But he's built a couple of them, sells parts.
Now, this was kind of like original because you got everything that come with it. I mean, you bought it. Was it pretty new when you got it, or?
It's about 15 years old.
Yeah. So everything was there. You had to restore it.
Everything was there.
was already there.
Guy kept the motor, so I had a lot of small block parts and put the small block in it.
Now, what did it have in it to begin with?
383.
Most of them had 383 Magnums, 383s, or 440s.
440. Right.
And most of these cars, if you remember back when we was teenagers, they was top-end cars. They wasn't that good out of the hole, but about 60 on, hold on.
They would roll.
Because there's no limit when you want to stop. I mean, it'll go all day long. Anything else you want to do to it now? Or
I've got a 440 in store for it. Bought one about a year or two ago, but just kind of waiting. Hate to take this one out. It's doing so well.
Now, the transmission all stays the same, right?
I think the bell housing is different, but I do have a transmission for the 440. So I'll put that in.
About switching over to 4-speed or something just for the cruising and stuff?
The automatic's pretty nice in this one. You can go places, talk on the phone if you need to, not having to worry about shifting. I've got a 4-speed in 2 of my other cars, so I'm gonna leave this one automatic.
And that way, if you want to go out and play, just jump in something else.
Play, exactly.
Now, these got the hideaway headlights.
Hideaway headlights.
Now, is that vacuum or electric? I know, but tell them.
Oh, it's electric, thank goodness. A lot easier.
Well, you get back in the 70s, most of the vets were vacuum. And you could always tell when a vacuum pump went out, because one would be up, one would be down. It looked like it was winking at you. You say, well, somebody's got a vacuum pump.
That's right. That's right.
And the Dodge had a good idea, because they did most of theirs electric, where as long as you had juice, you could shut them headlights or open them headlights.
That's right.
All you had to have was a little power.
That's right. Just short jump to the battery if you need to.
Now, the wheels and tire, the wheels on it is the stock wheels. Is it hard to find them?
No, those are actually aftermarkets, 15x8s. The car came with 14s. So you can really get them like Wheels Antique and a lot of these places out there. Make a lot of the retro wheels.
And the 15 is just better on gas, better ride, a little better everything, really.
Goes with the car.
Yeah.
Goes with the car. Goes with the look and the era.
I'll tell you what, that's a good-looking vehicle.
And I
You've done
appreciate
good work. Keep it up.
Thank you, man.
We'll be right back. Best kept secret in Anniston, Alabama. Romine's Annistonian Restaurant, 1709 Noble Street, Anniston, right across Administration Building, has got that country lunch special each and every day, meat and vegetables. Sunday buffet, all you can eat from 11 to 4, only $6.99. They got catfish, they got steaks, they got fried chicken, barbecue. They're the home of the off-to-the-bone barbecue. They got hamburgers, hot dogs, pork chops, you name it, they got it. Specialties in desserts, Black and Forest cake, pecan pie, cheesecake. They got it. They're the #1 location for German cuisine also. Stop by today. Tell them you want some of that great German food Barry Miller sent you by. Bates Food Mart right on Quintard Avenue, right beside China Luck before you go into Anniston. BP dealer for this area. Stop by and see Victor or Danielle Bates today for all of your convenience store needs. They have cigarette specials each and every week. Coke specials, whether it be the 12-pack or the liter, they're always on special at Bates Food Mart. Hey, also you notice he's got just about anything you need in that store. Snacks, cold beer, wines, all kinds of wines, specialty wines. Stop by today, see him, tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. You know, Piggly Wiggly, that's a name you've heard ever since you was a child. I've heard it since I was a child. It's a grocery store above all grocery stores. It has just about anything you want in the Piggly Wiggly stores. Go by the local Piggly Wiggly store in Odenville, Center, Cedar Bluff, Collinsville, and the brand new store down in Asheville, and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by, and you want to see how much money you can save on your grocery bill. They have a meat department and a fresh produce department in each and every store, fresh produce each and every day, and they cut their meat right there on their location. Tell them I sent you by. Next vehicle, Gail Childers, a 1951 Ford Custom. Gail, welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Thank you.
Tell me about your vehicle, Gail.
Well, it's been chopped, cropped, stretched, but not subframed yet. That's my next venture after cruising to the coast.
What you gonna subframe it for? It looks good.
I can't turn it.
Takes you a city block to make a turn.
That's it.
Now, you've got this one in the last couple of years.
Yes.
Why'd you pick the 51?
It's the nearest thing to a 51 Mercury I could get.
That's the closest thing you can get, ain't it?
That's it.
Okay. Did you do most of the work or had somebody?
There was someone else done the work. We're going to do a little bit more on it. Like I said, subframe it, and the color is going to be different next year. It's going to be a burnt orange with camel interior.
I like that color. That thing stands out. You see it in the middle of the parking lot.
Oh, I imagine you can. It's a Pink Panther.
Yeah. Oh, we come in, I've seen it sitting there every day, and I didn't know who owned it. And I said, who owns that car? And then you stopped me this morning, you said, what do you think? I went, that's who owns it. I knew it had to be someone that worked with Cruising the Coast because it's been there every day.
That's right.
Now, what club you in? Here in...
I'm with the Antiquers here in Mississippi and with Cruising of the Coast.
Now, where you live at?
I live here in Gulfport.
All right. How did you fare with Katrina? Now, every time I get someone from Gulfport, I ask them, because I was here last year in October and bought some trailers down and stuff, and I was here, and I know what this place looked like.
I lost everything.
All right. Tell me a little bit about you.
Everything that we had was destroyed. My 71 Chevelle was in my garage along with my Harley Davidson pickup truck. The garage fell in on top of it. My daughter, myself, and my fiance was inside of my house when it went.
Oh, so y'all stayed?
Yes, we did. We're both, my fiance and myself, are deputy sheriffs in Louisiana, and we stayed here to help the people around here.
Oh, so y'all have a home there and here too, or just?
No, we just have one here and drive back and forth to Louisiana.
Oh, how far is it? It's not that far, right?
No, it's not. It's about 45 minutes.
Yeah. So y'all actually stayed to help the people here. All right,
Here.
you was in the house when it collapsed?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, how far did y'all live back off the coast?
We lived 5 miles north of the interstate,
And it went that far?
and it went that far.
Now, most of the floodwater stopped a few blocks over, didn't it? Or
It stopped just north of the railroad tracks. But now in Bay St. Louis, it went 8 miles past the interstate,
that's inland.
inland.
And Bay St. Louis, someone told me they went over yesterday, and they were really working on Bay St. Louis, bringing it back.
Absolutely.
And I've rode around here, and people say, well, God, this is devastating. I said, you ought to seen it last October.
That's right.
I mean, it looks 90% better.
That's
They had an
right.
article in the paper this morning that Sun-Times, they come out and talked to me yesterday, and I told them 90% improvement from last year when I was here.
Yes.
All right, what size motors in it?
I've got a 355 stroker in it,
Chevrolet or?
Chevy.
So 355 stroke, you got a Chevrolet motor in it?
Yes.
Built Ford tough with Chevy stuff, ain't it?
That's it.
Now, where all do y'all drive the car to? I know you haven't had it that long, but do y'all go to shows around here, just cruise-ins?
We just went to a benefit over in Gulf Shores, Alabama to support the breast cancer awareness, and which I'm very much involved in. And for a benefit for a girl there that is actually dying of breast cancer. And we go to Louisiana. I did the Hot Rod Power Tour, and I'm going to do it again in 2007.
That's a good tour, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
And they ride a little bit everywhere.
Next year to go from Cleveland to Little Rock, Arkansas.
And that's what, several thousand miles.
Yes.
So you're going to paint it a different color?
Well, if I get convinced not to, I'll keep it that color.
Who's going to have to convince you?
My daughter.
Oh, she likes it that color.
She loves it that way.
Well, and you get a lot of attention at the cruise-ins, car shows and stuff that way.
That's it.
Tell you what, good-looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
You know, Christmas is over. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and you want to buy that special piece of jewelry for that special person? Stinson and Howard Fine Jewelers, downtown Oxford, downtown Piedmont, and downtown Heflin is the place you need to go. They have gold, they have white gold, they have silver, they have diamonds, all types of diamonds, any kind of diamond you want, they got it right there. Watch repair, jewelry repair, they even make jewelry. They say if you can draw it, they can make it. Special Harley pieces on sale for Valentine's Day, so stop by Stinson's today, tell them I sent you by.
Mount Cheehaw Harley Davidson, right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road.
They're your Harley Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith and George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Cheehaw Harley Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys sent you by. Looking for a classic car? Don't know where to look? I got the answer for you. Austin Hines Motors in Arab, Alabama. Austin has 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, Corvettes. Any type of classic car you could want, he has it in one location. They have over 100 classic cars in stock. They also have cars that you can rebuild yourself and restore yourself right there at that location. He's also the largest wrecker and rollback dealer for this area. So call Austin today, 256-931-2277. Tell him I told you to call.
Next vehicle, Amy Cross, a 1937 Hudson Thoroughplane. Welcome to Big Boyz Toys.
Thank you.
Excuse my voice. You're number 71 and 2.5 days. Tell me about your car, Amy.
It's a 1937 Hudson Terraplane. I've had it since 1993, and I love it.
Now, where are you from?
I'm from Mobile, Alabama.
I come through there, coming down here. That's a pretty little city. Y'all got some damage during Katrina too, didn't you?
Yes, along the coast we did. We got a lot of it.
The bridges and stuff like that got damaged.
Yeah. Well, a couple of communities got wiped out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was down here, and when we came down, we come through Hattiesburg, bringing the trailer loads of stuff, and we went back. We went through Mobile, but we didn't get off the interstate. They wouldn't let you. This was in October last year, and they wouldn't let you venture downtown or venture down towards the coast. What size motor and all you got in it?
I've got a small V6 Chevy motor, which is fine. I mean, this thing will cruise the interstate. It'll keep up with anything you want it to keep up
And you
with.
don't really need the big horsepower engine,
No.
because you just want it as a cruiser, just to cruise
It's a
around.
cruiser. It's got air conditioning. It's got power steering, power brakes, power front windows. So what else do I need?
Now, did you build it or buy it like that?
I got it. I've painted it a few times. I have done some minor modifications on it. Opened up the back fender wells, three-piece the hood, just minor stuff. Put bucket seats in the front, put a console in it, stuff like that.
You're the one wanting the flames on it, kind of where people see it?
Yeah.
Where they see it come? I like the way the orange is built into the flames at the front, then it goes back.
That's what I wanted. I wanted the flames back far enough to where the car didn't look like it was 10 miles long.
Now, how long did it take you to build to do everything you wanted to do to it?
When I took it down, I drove it for about 10 years, took it down. It took about 2 years to redo everything and put it back up. And I've had it back on the road now for about 2 years.
So you actually just bought it and decided, just told them everything you want to do to it at one time, we're going to do it and get it over with?
No, we did it. We didn't do it, have it done.
Oh, we did it.
We did it. We did everything on this car. A friend of mine did the interior, but any body work or metal work or anything that had been done, me and my fellas done it.
Right. And the door, how many of y'all come down from home? Y'all ride, you drive it, right? You don't haul it.
This thing's on the trailer. It's either broke or stolen.
So you can't carry a lot of luggage. You got a trailer behind it, or?
Yes, I do. I do have a little trailer. We have a couple of wagons that we take to car shows. I just didn't do it today because we'll be in the cars instead of at a parking lot.
Right.
But we have a couple of wagons that we ride on at car shows.
Right. Now, how long y'all staying?
Just for the day. We're going back home this evening.
So y'all come up today and go back today?
Yeah.
I've been looking at so many cars in the last 3 days. I go home tomorrow, and tonight I get to rest, I hope.
Rest your voice anyway.
Anything else you want to do to the car?
The car's pretty much the way I want it. I mean, I'd say this is about done.
You finished?
I'm finished. I'm going to just cruise in it
now. Just cruising on, do cosmetic work, here and there if you need it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, this car is done.
What do you think about cruising the coast coming back this year?
I think maybe it's a little soon because there's the lack of accommodations, lack of restaurants back yet and stuff like that. But I enjoy it. I mean, I love coming over here. I missed the first one. I've been to every other one.
And so. It's just, and before Katrina, it was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And
bigger. Yeah.
They was getting to where you couldn't go anywhere. You couldn't. I mean, so many people everywhere.
No, you could still cruise.
I mean, I remember I was filming here and I was staying at the IP, and it would take me an hour and 50 minutes to get to the IP
Right.
if I went 90.
Right.
You know, and then it got to where you get out on the interstate. It's busy out there too.
I know.
So that's saying,
Well,
you had 6,000 cars in a 10-mile radius. That's a lot
Right.
of cars.
You cruise early up to through like Thursday, and then Friday and Saturday, you found you someplace to sit and watch the parade go by.
Yeah, let somebody else burn the gas for a while.
Yes.
Tell you what, you're looking big. Appreciate you being on the
Thank
show.
you.
We'll be right back.
Farmers and Merchants Bank. Farmers and Merchants Bank's got 4 locations to serve you: Piedmont, Anniston, Oxford, and downtown Jacksonville. 90 years of service. I'll tell you what, Farmers and Merchants Bank is the bank. You know, it's not like any other bank around. You can go in and they get your decision today. They make your decision on a loan or whatever you need right in that location. You have a personal banker that takes care of you right here. Don't have to send it to Birmingham, Charlotte, or anywhere. Go by one of the Farmers and Merchants Bank today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. You know, when someone smiles at you during the day, it kind of makes you feel great all over. Dr. Travis Phillips and his friendly staff right here in Oxford, Alabama, says stop by their office and they'll help put that beautiful smile on your face. They have teeth whitening, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental hygienist, oral surgery, everything right here in Oxford, Alabama. He has full x-rays and partial x-rays that he does right in his office, and you'll find out right then what he needs to do. They got professional staff. They have a saying, go the extra mile for the beautiful smile. Stop by and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. Time of year is when everybody's doing that touch-up on their vehicle, getting ready for next year. Well, I've got the place that has everything you need for any type of body repairs. Rosar Auto Paint Supply has the largest selection of pinstriping and molding in the area. They mix custom paint. They do custom paint matching. They have waxes, buffer pads. I mean everything. They're the largest auto paint distributor in Alabama with auto, industrial, and fleet paints. With 4 locations to serve you in Anniston, Birmingham, Coleman, and Tuscaloosa, there's a Rosar's close by. And with over 100 years of combined sale experience in their sales staff, they are simply the best. Stop by or call today and tell them I sent you by.
Next vehicle, Chip Chandler, 1957 Chevrolet. Chip, welcome to Big Boyz Toyz.
Thank you for having me.
Miss Chandler, first name?
Lee.
Lee Chandler. Chip, tell me about your 57.
Well, I had an original 57 in 1961, a clone of this one, and we had our first date in it.
Oh.
And 5 years ago, she found one in Mobile, Alabama, and bought it and surprised me for my 55th birthday.
Found in Mobile, was it hard to find?
No.
Usually 57s and 55s are hard to find.
Yeah, they are. But this was sitting on a lot. A guy worked for a fence company in Mobile, had a for sale sign on it. She grabbed it and hid it from me for 4 months.
Okay, you've had it for 2 years?
No, I've had it for 5.
5. Tell me a little bit about what you've done to it since you've had it.
We put a new engine in it. My son-in-law put a console CD player in it, and that's it. Yeah, we had it repainted.
And you get what size motors in it?
366 stroker.
Oh, so it looks good and runs fast.
It looks good and runs fast.
And you got an automatic or 4-speeder?
Automatic.
Automatic. You get to drive it much?
She's never driven.
You don't want to drive it? Or? It's not that big. You don't want to ride up the street. You just ride up the street and wave.
You just wave.
Because they're going to blow it. They're going to wave at you and blow at you one way or another. Now, was it originally red?
Yes, it was original red. We got the paint code. It was still on the firewall.
And what did it come in at 327 or 283?
283.
283 come original. Interior and all was just like it is. You didn't have to do.
I didn't have to do anything in the interior.
You said you're gonna redo the chrome. Now, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about chroming the engine out.
Oh, the engine.
Yeah.
Chroming the engine out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be for his 60th birthday.
70th.
Oh.
We ain't got the money yet.
His 70th birthday, he's gonna chrome it out. You gotta wait a few years for that.
Yeah, you're right.
Tell me now, you're from where?
Goshen, Mississippi.
Goshen, now, Mississippi.
17 miles east.
Okay. If I understand correctly, you used to be the manager or own the
No, I was a manager at Motel 6 on Beach
Motel 6 right on Beach Boulevard.
Right.
Okay. All these guys, Robert French, several of them was telling me about it now. You actually retired, what, 2 weeks?
And I retired 1 month before Katrina.
Before Katrina,
Yeah.
so y'all was actually at home.
Yeah, we were home, yeah.
Tell me a little bit about, because how long was you the manager there?
I was there about 6 years.
But I seen the destruction. But tell me a little bit about how the people here felt. I know it's just total devastation.
Yeah, it was total devastation, and lucky and thank God we didn't have any. We lost 5 shingles in our house, and we were about 17, 16 miles from the beach. But the people that lost things, it's just devastating to them. But what I miss most about cruising the coast is the people sitting on the side of the road, because before it was just lined bumper, people just lined the Beach Boulevard waiting for the cars to come by, and we don't have those people here now.
A lot of the places, the motels is not built back yet,
Right.
And you don't know where you can sit, where you can't sit, so the cruisers don't know what to do.
No,
They want to be here and support cruising the coast, but they're kind of at a loss. They don't know if they can do this, they can do that. If they can park here, they can't park here, and it's kind of tough. We look at it like the police and all; they've got a job to do.
Right.
And the security down here is going to be tight because look at all, and it's coming back because you got over 4,000 cars this year. That's 4,000 cars here this year. So, and most everybody I talked to, they said they're here to support the people of Gulfport, Biloxi.
Right, that's right.
And I tell all the people that's back home, I said, if you're not here, you're missing a good show because there's cars everywhere. But these people are here to support. And I've been coming for years. And the people of Gulfport, Biloxi are just like they were 5 years ago.
You're right.
And they lost everything they had. Like, I had a lady up here a while ago, lost her cars, her house. She lost everything, but she's wearing a Cruising the Coast shirt. She's up there working every day, trying to take care of us down here visiting.
But the one thing I want to point out to the people, don't be afraid to come down next year. We're going to have a lot more rooms available for people to stay in. We're going to have a lot more cars. So don't be afraid to come down because of what happened last year.
I told them, I've been telling them for 2 months, Biloxi, they're not sitting waiting on anybody to do anything.
No.
They're doing it themselves, and they're back.
And these people down here will take the shirts off your back.
And we rode down the boulevard Wednesday afternoon after we got here. My wife and Linda Carter, they were saying, God, this is just devastating. It's devastating. And if you read the Sun News this morning, they called the Sun
Herald.
Sun Herald. They had an article on me about filming and all. And the lady asked me, I said, it's 90% better than what it was last October.
That's right.
And people think it's bad. You should have come down. And you'd have seen bad.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work went into this place in 365 days.
That's right.
A lot of work.
But it's going to be back better than ever.
Good looking 57 Chevrolet. Appreciate you being on the show. I know y'all going to be here next year.
Yes, indeed.
Here every year.
Thank you, Barry.
We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toys. American Income Tax Service. They have electronic filing. They do individual and business tax filing. They have all the necessary paperwork right there. They do anticipation and refund loans right there at the American Income Tax Services. They have offices in Anniston, Gadsden, Gunnersville, Collinsville, Rainbow City, and Attala. They do all tax services right there in one place. Contact any of the associates of American Income Tax. Tell them you heard their ad on Big Boyz Toys and you'd like them to fill out your taxes.
Triplet Paint and Decorating right here on Wilmer Avenue in Anniston is your home improvement headquarters for this area. They have DeVoe, Ben